Hi everyone, it's Alex Sparks here from Sparks Finance and I'm your local mortgage broker in Bathurst. Today's video is, are you reaching your fixed rate expiry? Now we've spoken a lot about this over the last few months, and what this is essentially alluding to is what the media are calling the fixed rate cliff. Majority of home loans within Australia are on a fixed rate period and are coming off that fixed rate period to a variable loan within the next couple of months. So the numbers the other day where there's over 150,000 loans in Australia coming off in just the next 3 months. So it's a critical time for homeowners and mortgage holders to discuss their different options with a mortgage broker or bank to try to get the best rate possible to set them up for the long term. Now, what this is basically people who, a couple of years ago who, on historic low interest rates locked in their loan at say 2%, and now that time is coming up, that fixed rate time is coming up, so therefore they're going to go to a lot higher interest rate. So people who might have fixed at 2%, their interest rate will be going up to 6 or 7 or 8%, which will obviously have a huge impact on their weekly and fortnightly, monthly repayments on their home loan. So what we're telling people is to make sure that you speak with someone early, okay? If you know that fixed rate is coming up in, September, have a chat with someone now. Find out what your revert rate is and how much your repayments are going up to, and then you can see where that sits in the market. Now, if that's a really, really high number, we can look at different options such as renegotiating your rate with the bank, having a look at refinancing where you're going to get a lot better loan and interest rate to therefore, significantly reduce your repayments. Now, just to share a personal experience for me, so my fixed rate interest rate is actually coming up at the end of August, okay, it's the end of this month. So I called up my bank and just sort of said, look, what interest rate am I able to go to? Now, the good souls there offered me a 8.43%. So going from 1.99 to 8.43, okay, which is a terrible interest rate within the market at the moment. Now, I was really interested to go through this process. So, I let them know that, my property value has gone up since the time I bought it. Therefore, the risk of the bank is actually decreased. Now, she agreed with me and said, okay, no worries, we can lower that down to 7.41%. Which is still it's a pretty terrible interest rate. It's just so important to understand that the banks will not be loyal to you, so why be loyal to them? So what we're going to have to do now for myself is have a look at that and say, okay, well, can possibly look to renegotiate that little bit harder to see if I can get them down, or alternatively have to look elsewhere and look to refinance my loan to another lender to make sure that I can get the best rate for myself and my family moving forward. So I just wanted to share that with you, that I understand what you guys are going through. Even myself, I've got a home loan myself, so it's really important that we understand what options that we have, and that's why coming and speaking with me, to therefore, we can look to then get myself and move a loan to say around that sort of 5.8, 6%. So we can get a massive saving by having a look at other lenders. Once again, if you're going through this and your fixed rate is coming up, please don't hesitate to let us know so we can sit down, run through your options, find you a better rate, so therefore you're not paying extra to the bank, and you're building more equity within your property by making consistent repayments. As I said, guys, have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Look forward to speaking with you soon.